Hey guys, Card Ninja here. Today I have a card trick for you, and I found it in Card College Volume 3. Okay, go pick that up. Great book. Has a bunch of the whole series has a bunch of card tricks and moves and stuff, and books are very helpful because they make you be creative. Creativity. Green is not a creative color. Alright, so follow me on Instagram, card_ninja. Subscribe to this page for more content. Yeah. Let's get into the performance. Alright, so for this trick I'm going to need, I'm using the X deck. It is by Penguin Magic. But you can't buy it. I got it at a convention. But yeah, you can't buy it. And I'm going to need the blacks and the reds. But 1 second, I forgot to separate them. Alright. So we have our blacks and our reds. Black cards go here. Red cards go here. I need to move this better into the frame. Okay, I'll get to this card in a second. Alright, so we have a black cards here, or red cards here. Okay? And one card here is not a black card or a red card. It's not a joker either. For the purpose of this trick, it will be the X card. Because it is like my X. Because mysterious, I don't know. Because it sounded cool and I'm using the X deck, I don't know. So it gets squared up into the red pile, and the red pile I'll put right there. Right? And I will take the black pile, I'll give it a couple cuts so you know there's no specific order, and have you think of one. So let's say you think of the 8 of clubs, okay? Now at this moment I would say, why the 8 of clubs? And you would say, I don't know, because you're a spectator and spectators are stupid. And I would say, oh. Now this time, I might share a suggestive smile with my audience as to further create the bond between me and the spectator, and to show them that I am a superior alpha male. So, all my red cards with the one X card in the middle, and 26 black cards. Right, and at this point, I would deal them down. Slowly, but surely, to let you know that there are only 25 here. Because I forgot to be counting. Count in your head. There are only 25 here. And where's the 26? Well, the X card has transformed into the 8 of clubs. You want to know how that's done? Stick around for the tutorial. Alright, so as I think I have already said, I got this from Card College, but a lot of people don't have the book, so I'm gonna do a little explanation, because this is one of my favorite tricks from that book. So you're gonna separate the deck into red and black. You're gonna take one of the black cards out, and this is your X card. In the Card College book, it said it was called the Phantom card, right? But I thought that was stupid and very Chris Angel-y. Ew. Okay, so then you're gonna spread out the black cards and the red cards, and you're gonna take the red card pile. Well, you're gonna specify that you have black and red cards. Now you're not gonna count out that you have 26 black cards, because you don't. No one would do that anyways. That's just stupid. So now you're going to do a thumb fan with the red cards, except you're not gonna make it full, right? That's a full thumb fan. See how you can see all 20 crappy angles, all 26. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make the first like 10 or so wider fan and keep this big chunk at the end. So this is like 10 cards here, and this is the remainder, right? So that way, when I put this into the center of what looks like the center of the fan, and I close it, it's actually very, very close to the bottom, right? Now you're going to get the card so it's out jogged, like this. So how you do that, you are going to, I can make a better video for this, like a full video for out jogging cards. If you want, just tell me. But you're gonna push in the corner like that, and then you're gonna, with your thumb and ring finger, you're gonna hold these corners, and with your thumb and pinky finger of the left hand, you're just gonna drag it out in the action of squaring up the deck, and now it's out the back. Okay, now you're gonna square it up and catch a break underneath it. So I have this break here. And you're gonna transfer that to a thumb break as your left hand comes over and collects all of the black cards and flips it over. Now this is going to drop everything above the break onto the black cards, but since the one face down card is right there, it will like block the fact that you did anything. Now you're gonna put this over here, but you see if I put that over there, you can tell that it's not all 26 cards. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna bevel it kind of like that. That was exaggerated, and put it there, and then that makes it look like more cards, and it's harder for them to tell. Okay, now you're gonna flip this packet over, and you're gonna do a swing cut. Bloop. Okay, and now since ducks have bevels, you can see right there is where you're gonna have to cut to. So you don't really have to use a break, and you can just grab right there and cut it to the top. So now you have your black cards here and all your face down cards underneath it. Okay? And that will be important in a second. So now you have them think of one and specify which one they thought of. So let's say they thought of the four of clubs. You're gonna widen area by the four of clubs and say, do you know why the four of clubs? And then you're gonna square it up, but keep a pinky break. And then, and the active, so I have a pinky break right above the four, or under the four. The four of clubs is here, and I have a pinky break, and then it goes the four of clubs. Okay? And then you're gonna stick in all your other fingers in the act of squaring it up, so it's like this. So, except your index finger stays out. And this hand is covering, so they don't see this, like, gap. And then you're going to push out that card. Right? And this is all undercover. And then this is going to come into, this is like a clip, it's not really a palm. Alright, so now I have the four of clubs, I stole it, and I'm going to slip it onto the bottom of the pack. Alright, so how that looks, real time, let's say they thought of the jack of clubs, I would say, why the jack of clubs? And now I have it in palm, and then it's going to go to the bottom of the deck. That is going to take some practice, and it's angly, and you probably saw in the performance because cameras can't be misdirected, especially when you haven't shown your face. Because I need a tripod. I really do. Anyone have any suggestions? Leave it in the comment section below for which tripod to get. And now you're going to flip this deck or packet over, and you have this little section of red cards, then their face down selection above it. Okay? And this whole time you're using the black packet, it's going to be angled down, so they don't see that it's still too thick. Hiccups. A little bit too thick. So if you angle it down, they can't see. Now you're going to pick up the red pile, and, well, this deck is face down right now, and it's going to grab everything above this bevel. So you're going to be using these bevels again. Oop. Right there. Just going to grab it, and the action of spreading the cards. Now, pro tip. Make the first section of the spread wide, and then once you come to their selections, make it smaller. This, further shows their cards in the center of the deck, even though it's not, because there are like 5 cards over here and like 20 over here. Okay? And just little subtleties. Now what you can also do is have them name their card. So let's say they said Jack of Clubs. and then you say name a number 1 through 26, and then you counter that number. Let's say they said 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's not there, and then you say maybe it's 8. No, and then you just keep on counting up until you get to 25. And you say, wait, where's the 26th card? And then you just milk this out, and you can separate them and say, I don't want to touch this card, and have a spectator take it out and flip it over. Or you can be like, I don't know. You can make that card pop out magically and show that it's the Jack of Clubs. Whatever you want. I prefer to just have the spectators take it out instead of blowing your cooties everywhere. Ew. Alright. That's the trick. It's kind of a longer trick, so I'm not going to do it again to help you guys further understand it. So if you need help with it, just rewind. No one's stopping you. Practice in front of mirrors and humans and lamps. Yeah. And I'll see you next time. Enjoy life, as always, and like, comment, and subscribe.